What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ree. Welcome back to my channel, Transformation Academy. I am your transformation specialist, and I help people all over the world transform. I help you transform spiritually. That way, you're better able to become the best version of yourself by getting in agreement and alignment with what God says about you and who God says you are, y'all. What do you do when you just don't feel like doing what you said you're going to do? We all have it. We all have these days. We all have these times. We all have these moments. We all have these feelings. Like, we're all human. We all reach the point where the thing we said we were going to do, there comes a point in time where we just may not feel like doing it. And when we don't feel like doing something, like, what do we do? What do we do with that? What do we do on the days and at the times and on the moments where we just don't feel like it? I could tell you personally, firsthand, a lot of the negative outcomes, a lot of the outcomes I was getting that I did not want, living an overweight, obese lifestyle, being around a lot of dysfunctional people, perpetuating a bunch of dysfunctional behaviors, toxic behaviors towards myself and others, and the list can go on and on and on with the negative outcomes that I was getting. But I noticed that oftentimes when I gave into the feeling, the feeling of not doing something just because I don't feel like doing it, often was associated with those kinds of outcomes. So, case in point, I would primarily get those kinds of outcomes when I just wouldn't do the hard things on the days that I just didn't feel like it. Now, I'm able to recognize the moments I don't feel like it and pull on, lean on, and cleave to my ultimate source. My ultimate source. I knew there would come a time when I committed to 31 days of this challenge. I knew there would come a day and a time, maybe even two, more than one, where I just wouldn't feel like doing a video. I knew it because I'm human. Like, it's inevitable to always feel like doing something. And in those days and times when I didn't feel like doing a video, I applied what I now apply to my life as a form of discipline. So when I don't feel like working out, I do it anyway. When I don't feel like thank you, Holy Spirit. When I don't feel like always communicating or expressing myself or having a healthy form of confrontation, I do it anyway. Because I know it's going to be good for me, even though I don't feel like it. So one thing I do is I'll reflect on and I'll meditate on the potential outcome. I'll meditate on, not that I'm trying to predict the outcome, that's not what I'm talking about, but I'll weigh my options in the sense of, okay, when I used to not speak up and voice my opinion or express my needs verbally or have a healthy form of confrontation or communication in relationships, how did that turn out for me? I would be resentful, I would be bitter, I would be angry, I would be passive aggressive, I would have all these negative, dysfunctional behavior patterns that would eventually come to the forefront. And I would, when I'm deliberate, when I'm trying to see which avenue I'm going to go with based on how I feel, I would think about that. I would reflect on that. Like, don't forget who you were before you became better. Now, that's not to say that you're going to sit here and rehearse your old life. No. But you don't want to forget the struggle. Like, you don't want to forget who you were before you became this discipline. You don't want to forget what those choices and those decisions to cop out or to go along with your feelings, where they left you. You don't want to forget those things. Why? Because if you forget those things and you revert back to doing them, then you can go right back to doing the things that you've already overcome. And that's not an option here, y'all. I want to let you know, like, we're human. We fall short, right? We're here to fall. We can fall. We're susceptible to falling, but we're not. I want you to get this. I want you to make up in your heart that if you fall, you're not going to stay there. So this is not you going backwards. This is not you relapsing. This is a fall, but I'm getting back up. I'm getting back up. Every time you fall, you're getting back up. You're getting back up. You're getting back up. So I say that to say, so you want to deliberate which outcomes you're going to get by the choices that you make in the moment. So reflecting on the outcomes that you previously used to get, and even more so, you want to reflect on the potential outcomes, positive outcomes that you can get if you still do it, regardless of how you feel. And that can also serve as a motivator, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but when I look back on how far God has brought me, like, even if it's on something that I just started, or if it's an area of change that I just started, still reflecting on the fact that I'm making, what's up, Kev? I'm making choices more differently than I used to, and I'm getting different results. That motivates me to keep going. That motivates me not to stop. That motivates me to continue. And that can play as a shift in the moment of, get it? That can play as a shift in the moment of, I don't feel like it, to, let's get it. It's, even if it's just for this moment, even if it's just for this day, we're going to do the best that we can. And that's really, like, the whole message for today, y'all. I won't bombard y'all with too much, but I just wanted to dive into that a little bit, touch on that a little bit, because when we take on commitments, when we take on challenges, when we take on things that force us outside of our comfort zone to grow, it's going to be rough. There's going to be days where you just don't feel like it. You just don't feel like doing the Christian thing. You just don't feel like being the bigger person, the better person. You just don't feel like always doing the right thing. You may not just feel like it. And that's 100% human. That's 100% okay. You're 100% still a follower of Christ. You're 100% still becoming the best version of yourself by being real with yourself. Just give yourself the opportunity to still choose. Give yourself the opportunity to still choose to do the things that's going to produce the best outcomes. Okay? I love y'all. I pray that message blesses everybody. All right? And this message goes for me. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to reflect on this. And there's more things we can do. There's more things we can add to it. Put in the comment section, what do you do when you don't feel like doing something? What is something that helps you? That's just one thing that helps me. I can think of a few more and do some more videos, but I hope that was able to bless somebody, motivate somebody, and encourage somebody to keep going. You got this. You are one day better. You're 1% better. You're one step better than who you were the day before. All right. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon.